Hey there, and welcome to Wednesday's edition of the Shadow Gallery vlog. This is your host, James Donnelly speaking. And as you see here, I possess Mjolnir, the Hammer of Thor. Well, it's just, it's not really the Hammer of Thor, it's just plastic. But this is still fucking cool. It's got the strap. I say thee nay! If Thor says that in the film, I'm going to be super fucking psyched. Anyway, so, as you know, it's Wednesday today, and yes, my head is on fire. But anyway, so Wednesday means New Comic Book Day. Now, I have trimmed my comic book weekly pull to less than it was, although admittedly not a whole lot came out this week anyway. So what did come out this week? We have Green Lantern number 11. You can see the Alex Ross cover. We have Batman 705, and we have Brightest Day number 16, and the rest is empty. Bummer. Anyway, so we've got these three issues to talk about, and we're going to be pretty brief with them because, quite frankly, at least with two of them, I don't really know what the hell's going on. Well, really more with one of them, and that's Batman. I like Tony Daniel as both a writer and an artist. I think he's good. I think I'm remembering with fondness the days when Batman fought crime. I know that's a weird thing to think about when he fought like street crime and so on and so forth. That used to be important, and now it's not really anymore. Now it's just all the weird kind of Morrison-esque shit that seems to be going on in the entire universe. Damn, it's cold. Anyway, so we've got Batman. He's fighting the Sensei. He's fighting with a character named Peacock, who has a younger brother who is being held hostage, and he's a telekinetic, but he's mute. Or, I'm sorry, a telepath, but he's mute. So whatever's going on there, I don't know. I really don't get it. So, whatever, maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just not good at following Batman anymore. Which is why my favorite of the Bat family books is now definitely, even after just one issue, is Batwoman. Because it's really refreshing to see a different character starting to hi Chloe, that's Chloe. And it also just, you can see now everything is not reversed because I figured out the setting. Anywho, so that's that. Moving on. There was an interesting kind of cliffhanger ending, of course, at the end, where we're introduced to a character that we thought had not turned good, but at least not turned bad. And maybe it's a fake, who knows. And apparently this character now has a daughter who appears to be a bad person as well. So now on to Brightest Day. Brightest Day is essentially, obviously the sequel to Darkest Night. I'm sorry, Darkest Night, Blackest Night. Fanboy I am. Anyway, now it's about, this issue essentially is about Aquaman and Aqualad, the new Aqualad, who is actually Black Manta's son, and him embracing his destiny, because Mira, Aquaman's wife, actually turned out to be an assassin who was originally sent to kill Arthur Curry, but didn't for whatever reason, and now they're married. And she has similar powers to him because he is a water kinetic. Basically, he can he can form shapes and things like that with using water. But it's also about Firestorm, and how the Black Lantern Firestorm seems to have reappeared, and he's holding Professor Stein and Jason Rush's father hostage. They're bonded to him the same way that Professor Stein used to be bonded to the original Ronnie Firestorm, and then came along the Jason Rush Firestorm. But anyway, and basically his power is kind of become, he's basically a human-sized supercharged nuclear reactor, and his power is becoming unstable, and he may just very well blow up everything in existence. So that's kind of cool. That's a cool side note. And that, of course, ended up with a cliffhanger. Jeff Johns, is a really good writer, and so is Peter Tomasi, who works on Darkest Night, or who works on Green Lantern Corps, and is also working on Brightest Day. They're kind of co-writing it together, kind of fleshing out the themes. The last issue was excellent. The one with Whatever Happened to the Martian Manhunter, which is basically, just a take on, Alan Moore's, Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow with Superman, and Neil Gaiman's Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader, which was also great. It was the best thing that came out of Batman with the Batman character in the last couple of years, I think. Aside from all the R.I.P. shit. Although Paul Dini did do a pretty decent job with that and Hush and Catwoman in Detective Comics. Anyway, now moving on to Green Hornet, which is no longer where they use Kevin Smith's film script that he wrote back in the day, however long ago it was, and it now has I hate it. Who's writing it? Yeah, Phil Hester is writing it now. Now, Phil Hester, as you may or may not know, took over after Kevin Smith's run on Green Arrow. So they have very kind of intersecting thought lines. This was my favorite comic of the week out of the three that I got, because it's still fitting with Kevin Smith's kind of diagram for how he laid everything out. But it's also, it still has that kind of snappy, funny, action-packed Kevin Smith comic thing that he really does quite well, I think. So, Phil Hester is definitely, the best choice to take over for Kevin Smith. So that's a lot of fun. Obviously, new villains, new stuff, some really funny lines, and it's just a very entertaining comic. So definitely recommend that you go out and if you haven't been reading Green Hornet, pick it up. And now's a good time to jump on as well. So anyway, that's it for this week for comics. Also caught the Blu-ray for Spider-Man 2, which has Spider-Man 2.1, which is awesome. And really, that's it. So thanks again. come back to the shadowgallery.info